Hey guys, I'm going to add this to the video. You guys will have already watched my other parts of it. So the tank is painted. It's wet sanded, so the sides are nice and smooth. I mean, for the most part, I did get a couple runs. I'm not going to lie to you guys about it. Yeah, there's little pieces like that. You can't even see that though. When you realize you're going to be looking at it from this side, you don't see anything. So there's the front, side, the back. So what I did is, instead of doing, it's a long tank, it's 4 feet. I did a 1/2 inch bulkhead, so it's a 1/2 inch with a slip, and I forgot to order the barbed slip ends. So I just using the PVC, and here we go here. And I had the straight ones, so, and I'm just gonna put it in like that and glue it. It'll be at like an angle down. I also did one at this end. So what I did here is it's gonna go like that. So we got one here. Let's see if we show it. There, I'm gonna cut the pipe there, and then there's a Y connector. So this is a 1/2 inch Y to a 3/4 inch, and no, they don't sell this at BRS. I bought it just from a store online. So my 1/2 inch tubing here will be cut, connected to this, and then this 3/4 inch will connect to this 3/4 inch. However I do it. I really don't want to put the sump under it. I put these boards up because it was just an open frame. I put a nice board down, and so I had a place to put stuff. I backed it. I'm gonna have to cut holes in here. If I put the sump here, the sump's gonna come 16 inches up, which is to here. I'm only gonna have 5 inches to the frame. There's another inch under there. Gonna make it a little tight. I did my overflow. I did the 800 gallon per hour eShops overflow box. As you see, it came out nice. Same one I have on this tank here. That's the 600 gallon. It's not that I needed a bigger one, but bigger is better when it comes to overflows. This is something I've learned. This one's got a little more room in it too. The other one's a little tight. This little 20 gallon, I don't know what the flow's at. I run my Mighty Jet pump at 12 watts, which is speed 3, the medium size Mighty Jet in there. And it's going through, look at this. We got one elbow here, another elbow here, all the way over, all the way up because it's sagging, and to another elbow here. And I only run it on 3. And I mean, can you guys see? Look at how much water's flowing. That's a lot of water for a 20 gallon tank, and it's only on pump number 3 out of 9. It's got plenty of flow. So that pump will do the job here, and since I'm doing 2 1/2 inch, it'll spread out on both sides, and the return will suck from the center. I'll be putting one of my lights somewhere here, somewhere in the middle here, and somewhere over here. The 2 here, these AI primes, I'll set them up as high as they go. Let me see. Yeah, we got a bit to go back here. Let's see. They don't go too much higher than that. They go a little higher, like up here. They do extend. They are designed for a 2-foot deep tank. They extend to the center. So for now, I'm going to put one here, and I'll crank them up. If I have to crank them up all the way, that's fine. Eventually, I might have to upgrade my lights, but my main tank lights, I think I'm going to upgrade to a 2 XR30s. I got one already with 2 XR15s, so I could always take the 215s and put them on this tank. So remember, it's only a 10-inch deep tank. It's probably going to have 9 inches of water, and it doesn't need a lot of light. It doesn't have to penetrate too much. But anyways, I just wanted to show you how it came out. I have, it's ready to put in place, but I got this wood down here I got to take out because I got this raised off the floor because it's wood and I didn't want water to get on it. It's cheap. It's $100 from Amazon. This can sit on the floor. It's just a steel frame. I mean, look at the dirt on it. It's a steel frame. I was going to cut out the frame. There's like little barbs going across, but they kind of support the frame. I was going to cut them out and put the sump on the ground in the middle to get space, but after this is filled, it's going to have a lot of weight. This is 50 gallons plus all the sand. And those things on the bottom support it from spreading the legs apart. So I think it was the right choice not to take them out. Makes the stand look nice though, having all the black. Everything's black. But if I could keep this sunk to the side, I really would like to. And fix this nightmare here, because I do have a nightmare of wires. Look, now I got a network cable because I can't get my Reef bot, you know, my water tester, to work through Wi-Fi since I got a new router. Gotta love that. But anyways, I like the sump next to it because look at all the room I got. I believe I'm gonna hard pipe it back in. I'm gonna have to cut a hole. If I put it under here, I'm gonna have to cut holes to get it through, and I have to do all this, you know, in less than probably 10 hours. That tank's gonna be running with probably the water down to here with a heater and the power head in it for the day. And I have to get this tank over there, but I gotta get that tank out. So I really gotta get the water out of there as much as possible. I'm gonna have to save the water in the sump, but then I can't move the sump because it's too heavy. So I got to decide what to do. Might have to temporarily take most of the water out of there, put it in buckets, and then put it back in because I want to reuse all this water, all right? Because I got to start this up ready to go. So I'm going to reuse all the water. So whatever comes out is going back in, then plus the additional new water. All my biomedia has to stay working and going. I've got all that. I've got more in there, and then I've got more back here. And this is all just it's the brown coralline algae in there. I was starting to clean up my sump. I ordered the Inkbird Wi-Fi controller for this tank. That's the one I've been using here for a very long time. I've been using it for over a year. It works great. It's Wi-Fi, so it links to my phone, and I trust it. It's got multiple built-in backups. It's got 2 relays to disengage. It's got 2 temperature sensors, so it's not just relying on one. It works. And it works with any heater. So if you buy a heater with a built-in thermostat, just set it higher than what you're going to set the Inkbird at. That way it's a backup on a backup. One day I'll get an Apex on this, but an Apex is $800 for just the base model, for, you know, just the basics of monitoring, and that's really all I'm going to need, and probably a Trident and a dose system. But the Reef bot works great. This Reef bot here, it does your alkalinity, your calcium, magnesium, and it does your phosphate. I'm using all Red Sea kits except API calcium kit. So that one reads a little off, but I know how much it's off, so it's consistent though. Alright, I don't want to drag this on too long. You guys probably know what the overflow box is. And this one I'm going to try and integrate this. I couldn't fit that in this one because the glass was so thin, the threads stuck out. I'll show you. The threads on it stuck out so far that I couldn't fit this in on one side, and it wouldn't fit in, so I had no choice. My complaint on these boxes is this needs to be covered. I want something over this because my snails go in it, and then they go through, and then they go through down into my sump, and then they're stuck into this section of the sump and here, and there's some in there now. They climbed through this one. I don't know why they leave it open, because they don't on the one on my main tank. All I know is I don't like that. So all your small snails will go in it, and they'll go through your lines and clean them, but they also can cause problems. Alright. Oh, if you guys want an update while I'm doing this video, Royal The Royal Grama and the 6 line are coming back to health. The 6 line just started eating. I treated it with Prazu Pro and Cupramine. They're both healing. They're both doing better because the 6 line was pooping out white, which is a parasite. He hasn't come out in 4 days. The 6 line wrasse, he finally came out today and he ate. So I think they're going to be okay. You can see, here, let me get some more light. He's looking good. They're eating. He's eating. He's healing. He won't. His tail is back. His tail fin was almost gone. The 6 line, he just, man, he had like flukes. He had internal parasites. He had ick. I gave them my Court Jester's tank, which is my 10 gallon, which makes her a great little quarantine tank. And these two get along. And my Court Jester, well, you can see him here. That's him right there. He's a very finicky eater and a shy fish. The clownfish don't bother him at all. They get along, but he is very shy. He's a sand sifter. If you don't know what he is, he's pretty. He's captive bred. He sand sifts, but the new sand I'm putting in this new frag tank is going to be sand, not this rock stuff. This stuff is just, he sifts it. He sifts, you can see where he's been sifting, that whole section there. And then, like, this weird, I don't know what my phone's doing, this weird ball sand here, he might have done that. He does weird things. Sorry, I don't have the clip on my phone here. But he's a good fish. And he'll do good in the new frag. And these clowns, I'm going to finally get them their anemone in the bigger tank. Because look at the size of this tank. I'm going to fit all my coral in it. And it's just going to be room everywhere. So I'm going to give them their own anemone in a rock or something on one corner. And I'll start filling up one side. Alright guys, this is long enough. This tank took a little dive. Most of it's okay, but I got paint spray in it. I'm an idiot and painted in the basement. All right. Hey, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. All right, guys. Have a good day and take it easy.